I need to talk to the person who has been sitting on an idea, because somewhere along the way, you've convinced yourself it's too late, it's too big, and it's too unrealistic. Or maybe you saw somebody else doing it and thought, dang, they already did it. What's the point? Listen, pause right there, because I need you to hear this. Not just hear it, but receive it. Ideas come from the Lord. Ideas come from Him. And if He gave it to you, you can execute. If He gave it to you, you can execute. Because it wasn't random. It wasn't a coincidence. And it wasn't you just saying, this may be interesting. I came up with this on my own. No, it is divine. And because it came from Him, it can't die. And it might sit. It might wait. It might get buried under fear, under doubt, and under comparison. But your ideas do not die because it came from the living Word. So that means it's still alive. It's still breathing. And it's still waiting on you to come back and pick it up. Let me tell you something that I had to learn for myself. So a real life example, I started a 30-day workout challenge and I just happened to stop on day 20. I don't know why, but I regrettably did. And you know how that goes. Once you fall off, you feel like, well, dang, I messed up. I might as well just start over. Or worse, you don't start at all. But this time I did something different. I didn't restart. I resumed. I resumed right where I left off. And mind you, it had been 3 weeks since I had worked out. I went right back to day 21. Like the 20 days I already put in actually mattered because they did. And I had to ask myself, who told us that if we fall off, we have to go all the way back to the beginning? Like, who created that rule? Because the truth is, you don't lose your progress just because you've paused. And it's the same thing with your ideas. Listen, I had this idea to complete a 30-day art challenge, but the painting you're watching me paint right now, I painted on September 19, 2025. But I'm recording this voiceover on April 17th, 2026. That's months of me sitting on something I had already started. Months of doubt, months of overthinking, months of convincing myself that what I was doing wasn't meaningful enough. Even though, let's be real, it was. Because before this challenge, right, I wasn't creating anything. This was the thing that was bringing me back. This was the thing that was reconnecting me to myself. But I let fear get in my head. I let doubt get in my head. And I let comparison get in my head. And I walked away from something that was actually good for me. And I had to really sit with this question. Where would I be right now if I had just kept going? Where would my YouTube channel be? Where would my consistency be? Where would my discipline be? Where would my confidence be? But instead of staying stuck in that regret, I realized something that shifted everything for me. The idea to finish never left me. It never left. It was still there, still pulling at me, still whispering to me, still showing up in my mind every single day. And if you're being honest, you felt that way too. That idea you keep ignoring, it doesn't leave you alone. It shows up when you wake up. It crosses your mind throughout the day. It sits with you at night. It literally consumes you. Because it was never meant to be ignored, okay? So let me talk to you directly. You're not late. That idea didn't expire. And just because somebody else is doing something similar does not mean you've missed your opportunity. because nobody, and I mean nobody, can do it like you. Nobody has your voice. Nobody has your story. Nobody has your perspective. And nobody has your obedience, because that matters. And just because two people have the same idea, but that execution, the impact, the way it reaches people, that's going to be completely different. So when I say this, I need you to really take it in. Ideas come from the Lord. Ideas come from Him. And if He gave it to you, you can execute. If He gave it to you, you can execute. Say it again. Ideas come from the Lord. Ideas come from Him. And if He gave it to you, you can execute. If He gave it to you, you can execute. Go back to those ideas. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Go back, because they are still alive. They are breathing, and they are waiting on you. And I promise you this, every idea you execute, you will see a return on your investment. And I'm not just talking about money, although yes, that can come too. I'm talking about your peace, your clarity, your confidence, your joy, your discipline, and your growth. But most importantly, your sense of purpose. And eventually, people are going to see it. So please, 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 please hear me. Do not let insecurity talk you out of what was already assigned to you. Don't let fear convince you that you're behind, and don't let comparison make you think you missed your moment. Because the moment you decide to go back, you pick up right where you left off, and you come back even greater. So here's what I want you to do. Go back to one idea you've been sitting on, just one, and take a step on it today. Not next week, not when everything is perfect, today. And if you're serious about it, drop it in the comments, because I'm nosy. And most importantly, I am rooting for you. I want to know what you're going back to. What has been calling your name? What is that desire in your heart that won't leave you alone? What is the thing that you feel the most fear towards? That's the thing. That is the thing that I want you to go back to. Okay? All right? I'm going to say it again. Ideas come from the Lord. Ideas come from Him. And if He gave it to you, you can execute. And if He gave it to you, you can execute. Okay? All right? So meet me here tomorrow for day 8. Wait, no. I'm on day 9. I think so. Oh, goodness gracious. What day am I on? I don't know. I think I'm on day 9, if I'm not mistaken. This is day 8. Come back here tomorrow for day 8, because if this spoke to you, the next one is going to meet you even deeper. Okay? All right? I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!